Mr President, I give notice that on the next sitting day I will move one that this House notes that A, according to the United States Institute of Peace, it has been over 15 years since Bangladesh had an election that was widely considered to be legitimate. Sheikh Hasina, the sitting Prime Minister, has resided over 2 rigged and controversial elections in Bangladesh in 2014 and 2018, despite her constant rhetoric in favour of free and fair elections. B, the International Crisis Group, an independent non-profit organisation, extensively criticised the 2018 Bangladesh election for its lack of level playing field, political repression and crackdown on the opposition, calling into question its legitimacy and representative nature. Amnesty International, a leading human rights organisation, expressed serious concerns about the excessive use of force by security forces, arbitrary arrests and allegations of torture during the 2018 election period. And C, the imprisonment of the leadership of the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, the nation's opposition party, just 2 months before the scheduled election, crushes any semblance of a fair and participatory election in Bangladesh. In the last 3 weeks alone, over 10,000 pro-democracy activists have been unjustly jailed. This systematic suppression robs voters of their democratic right to choose, severely tilting the electoral playing field in favour of the ruling party. 2, that this House calls on the Australian Government to A, appeal to the Bangladeshi Government to accept independent oversight by the United Nations or other reputable organisations of the upcoming national election. Such oversight is vital to ensure a fair and free electoral process devoid of unlawful practices and interference. B, advocate for the immediate release of all political prisoners, including the opposition leader Khalida Zia, who has been unjustly imprisoned and deprived of her rights. C, impose targeted sanctions against Sheikh Hasina, members of the Rapid Action Battalion and members of the Detective Branch for their ongoing failure to uphold human and democratic rights in Bangladesh. Such sanctions would serve as a strong message that the Australian Government stands firm on its commitment to human rights and democracy. And D, collaborate with like-minded nations to exert diplomatic pressure on the Bangladeshi Government to address the concerns raised by the international